Option 3 of budget hunting. And we're going to get into this before we get into more modern shotguns because they are more modern and more expensive. Old military rifles. Now, there are several types of these guns, old M1s, Springfields, Mausers. This is probably one of the cheapest, a Mosin-Nagant 7.62 by 54R old Russian rifle. Now, rifles like these, a bunch of Ukrainian slash Soviet snipers uh, during World War II racked up a lot of kills against Germans. It's not the most accurate rifle in the world, contrary to popular opinion. A lot of people brag about sub MOA accuracy for their Mosins, uh, but when we get out the range, they do good to put 5 shots in the pizza box. Uh, but a good one, you can get 2 3-inch groups. Uh, some rifles have been recrowned and had other work done on them to improve their accuracy, and some of those rifles can shoot quite close groups. There are the occasional stock Mosins out there that do shoot quite accurately. Back in the day, when these Russian snipers uh, chose their rifles, they got the pick of the lot. They would literally go out there and shoot rifles until they found one that shot accurately enough for them, and then that's the one they would use, and they would mount their own scope. This is not the Warsaw Pact type scope that the Mosin would use. The uh, the Russian model would you would notch out a piece of the stock right here, and you would tap you would drill and tap your screw holes into the receiver, and it kind of mounted on a sideways type scope. But these rifles here, even with the iron sights, which I can still have, I still have them under here, are still accurate enough to use for hunting. Now the rail I have on here is way too long and everything, but uh, this long eye relief scope. If you elect this particular rifle, it's a 2x7 by 32. It's okay. Is it good enough to kill deer with? Oh yeah. In most of the distances that you're going to engage an animal like that, we're talking 100 yards or less. Yes, it can most certainly do the job with good ammunition. The 7.62 by 54R is very similar to the American 30-06, probably a bit more powerful. And certainly there are some heavier rounds that cartridge can use. Not that you need them. Russians hunt brown bears, Russian brown bears, huge animals with these guns, and fairly successfully. This one has a very slick action. The only thing I don't like about this thing is this safety. This safety here is a bear. You have to be really strong to be able to use the thing. The best way to be safe with this gun at the range, in my personal opinion, is just to load them in there one at a time. But you can hold, I believe, 5 rounds at a time, and sit there and slowly cycle your rifle. The one of the problems with accuracy in these old guns are these full stocks. They, both sides, and as the difference from cold bore to hot bear to cold bore to hot bore can vary wildly. Uh, a good shooter of one of these guns will learn how his point of impact changes from one shot to the next as the barrel heats up. And my son has been really good with this. Uh, some people can make on the fly Kentucky wind engine elevation just by looking at where the impact point is, without having to mess with their optics or their sights. But anyway, old military rifles, they can and they do the job. Now there are certain things that you need to watch out for, and if you get an old military rifle, I highly advise you to have a gunsmith check it out. One is the firing pins. You don't want them over penetrating. These guns usually come with a kit which includes a firing pin gauge, and you can use that to make sure that your firing pin is in spec. But if the dangers of having a weak bolt or a penetrating firing pin is that the thing could explode in your face literally and blow that bolt right back into your skull. You don't want that to happen. So there are some things you need to watch out for with those military rifles. Get them checked out, and you'll probably be fine. But price-wise, uh, it depends on the age and model, what kind of shape the rifle is in. Usually you can get in to an old military rifle for less than $200, certainly less than $300. Better examples in guns that have been modified will cost more money. I just don't see the logic. You know, the Mosin's a good rifle, but is it a really good rifle? No. I don't see the logic in throwing thousands into an old military rifle to try to get it to where you would have a custom rifle accuracy performance. Now, this action, from a technical standpoint, is good, strong action. It could probably be made into a really good custom rifle of some sort. The problem is still the safety is a pain in the butt. So, other than that, it's not a bad gun. Other old military rifles, SKSs, do really good against hogs. AK-47s do really good against hogs and probably deer. But your accuracy is not going to be there, from my experience, as it would be with more modern platforms. So it is an option. It's a way to get into hunting, but don't set these old guns up on a pedestal. Oh, it was good enough for World War II. It's good enough for me. Yeah, it is. But that doesn't mean they're comparable to modern arms, because in the larger sense, they simply aren't. But they do work, and they will get you into hunting with a rifle.